Ka Khalsa, Waheguru Ji Ki Fateh. Welcome to another session on Families First. We have actually done a number of sessions talking about communications and the importance of families to actually engage with the process of the workshops that are being delivered by Savji Jasbir Singh, which are going around in the West Midlands. The topic for today is around young people, young adults, and looking at their feelings and emotions, and especially the transition of their development from, let's say, 5-year-olds to 10 and 10 to about 18, and looking at what emotions those children might be going through and how it impacts the family, but also understanding that the environment that they live in within the home and the environment that they got within their schooling and a wider community has a real impact on influencing their behaviours and attitudes, and they might actually go through cycles of disrespect or respect. But what we want to do is explore that today, if that's okay. I would like to again welcome Sunkor, and you're going to be actually giving your input as to how families have been with yourself, and of course the facilitator by Jasbir Singh, you're going to be looking at that, and maybe Preet Singh, we could look at how you looking at your children's behaviours changing, and Preet, if that's okay, and I will actually give my input of what social stuff I had to go through. So looking at emotions, I think what I want to do is give you the opportunity, Preet Singh, because last time I didn't give you the opportunity as the male dominant parent of not having an input. How do you feel that what you have seen in your children in terms of their behaviour and change over the time of their life with you?
Yeah, when the child is small, you know, he or she is mostly on our command. And jo bhi assi karde hain, you know, they just take it, and you know, yes, they cry and they tell, you know, what they want, but then it is up to us to, you know, do whatever we do. But when they grow up, and even when the children start asking questions, you know, assi ki karde hain normally ki assi kehde hain ki bhai bas enji hunda hai, enji karna hai. But then, you know, we are not telling them, we are not training them कि भाई क्यों इदा किया जाता है, और उन्होंने क्योंकि जो असी इनपुट दांगे उन्होंने ब्रेन विच वो ही जाएगा, हाले तो वो बिल्कुल कैनवस वाइट है, तो जदों तक असी उन्होंने इनपुट नहीं दांगे उन्होंने पता ही नहीं लगेगा, तो असी उन्होंने बस कहांगे इदा ही चलना है, तो इदा ही चलना, तो पूरी लाइफ विच वो फिर इदा ही चलणगे। तो जदों असी उन्होंने लॉजिक देने शुरू करते तो फिर वो लॉजिकल थिंकिंग बन जाएगी उन्होंने, और फिर वो लॉजिक दे नाल चलणगे। ए भाजी ने मैनू जिहड़ा संडे विच सीगा प्रोग्राम तो वो दस्सिया सीगा ए चीज़ गल नूं, तो यह गल मैं अपने अंदर पा ली हैगी है। तो हुण जदों भी मैं डील करना है अपने बच्चों नाल, तो उन्होंने लॉजिक नाल मैं डील करना है। सो अगे भी जदों चेंजेस आएंगे होर, तो उस हिसाब नाल जदों लॉजिक नाल चलेगी सारी चीज़, तो फिर वो मेरे ख्याल नाल ठीक होएगी।
It's very important what you're saying, that children, young children, especially the age of 2 to 5, they're like sponges. They absorb so much material. Their brain is growing so rapidly, so they will be asking a lot of questions. And sometimes the parents get a bit frustrated, especially the mother. She's got so much to do. The father's just come from work, and the child is asking, "Why is that? Why is that? Why is that? Why is that? Why is that?" Because of the why question, you get fed up of answering. So really what we're saying, should the parents get fed up of answering, saying, or do they should at that point, when should they be giving reasons?
I think anything or everything has to be age appropriate.
Yeah.
और बच्चे दी उम्र दे हिसाब नाल जिन्नी लोड़ हों, छोटे बेबी आ उन्होंने जिस तरह किया भाजी ने भाई दसता उन्हें चुप करके फॉलो कर लेना, ते नालों नाल जो बच्चा वड्डा हुंदा समझौता लेवल इंप्रूव हो रहा, जिथे हो सकता वो एक्सप्लेन करो according to the age appropriate.
Okay.
जैसे छोटे बच्चे ने कुछ भी समझाना, पता if you bring the glass here, you put at the corner, is going to fall. If we put it in the middle, then it won't drop. So नाले एक दसना, एक दिखाना, क्योंकि demonstration, role modeling करके समझाना। ते तुसी वेख्या जदों मैं बोल रहा सी, मैं अपनी आवाज़ दी टोन चेंज कर ली, क्योंकि उन्हें वड्डियां ना बोलना ते बच्चे ना बोलना, ਉਹਦੀ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਟੋਨੈਲਿਟੀ ਆ, ਜਿਹੜੀ ਕਮਿਊਨੀਕੇਸ਼ਨ ਵੌਇਸ ਆ, वो भी थोड़ी एडजस्ट करनी पैनी क्यों बच्चे फिर हाँ it's so nice daddy talk to me like this क्यों बच्चे तो इस तरह बोल दिया.
So the tone is very appropriate.
Very appropriate and
important. I think sometimes we miss the subtlety of that communication.
Yes.
So what we're saying is that whatever the issue is, you should really respond there and then.
Yes.
Yeah, rather than make the child wait. Yeah. Because how about yourself, Harpreet? Can you talk a bit about your experience of dealing with your young daughter?
Yeah, my experience has been very different. When I had only my elder one, she was a very fantastic child, as my whole focus was on her. So when the second one arrived, that was a time when I faced a bit of problem, like the sibling rivalry came in, and she felt a bit left out, and then I started focusing more on the elder one. So that the little one is too little to understand anything at the minute, so I should focus on my elder one. The another important thing with Bhaji told us in his session that you know, when your child comes and asks you for a hug, give them that hug and let them have the proper hug for that moment. Just don't turn them away for that moment. Don't say it, okay, I'm too occupied, hug ho gaya, hun tu ja. हुन तेरा कडल हो गया, हुन तू मैनू काम करन दे, हुन मेरे को लाया टास्क ने. The task can wait. अगर 2 कम दिन विच नहीं पूरे होंगे, that's fine. They can wait. But let your child get the satisfaction. And that was really a catchy and a very motivating point for me, that this is what I can do as a mother, that not to let turn your child away and let them get satisfied.
Yeah.
And I'm sure with the age, the problems will be different. They'll go through the different sort of emotions. Like when they start the school, they face the problems, friendship problems with their children, with the other children, and they come around and they ask questions. And it's very important for us to satisfy their query, to give them a good ears, listen to the problem, get into their shoes, and to respond appropriately. As Paji said, the age appropriate answer is very important, but to also provide them with a solution, and not just one solution, probably 2 to 3 solutions. Like if this thing has happened, probably this you can do, or you can opt this way, or you can opt this way.
They can choose.
So they can choose between them.
So you're involving the child.
Yeah, involving
one of the
children.
things while you were talking that came to my mind is that when you're having that conversation with a child and you're tall and they're small, it's sometimes I feel it's better to get yourself at their level, and have the eye contact. And how important is that?
I think that is very, very important. I mean, I would want to demonstrate here, but I don't want to get the cameras going out of the way. I'm very used to workshop getting up, you know, on
jumping
the move.
around.
So basically, if we are talking, we don't like people talking down to us. Similarly, children don't like us talking down to them. So what Penji mentioned, eye level is a very, very important thing. Second thing is eye contact. First, before even give simple instruction, we need to get the child's attention. You know, like Preeta, Hanji Mami, then eye contact, and then you say, Preeta, can you do this? And then give them in segments, do this first, and then you come and do that, and then stop. Don't give too many instructions, because then the child get confused. And once the child is done it, praise the child for doing the action, and then you move on to the next instruction. So the child feel, you know, they can understand. Because sometimes ਅਸੀਂ ਕੀ ਸੋਚਦੇ ਆ ਆਪਣੀ ਸੋਚ ਲੈਵਲ ਕਰਕੇ ਭਈ 3-4 ਕੰਮ ਕਰ ਦੂਗੀ, ਪਰ ਉਹਦਾ ਦਿਮਾਗ ਅਜੇ ਛੋਟਾ ਵਾ. She cannot fathom the big brain that we have developed over the years, which took us so many years. We expect the child to keep up to our speed. It's not going to be possible.
So basically what you're saying is the tone is very important, the level, the eye contact is very important, and the pacing of your conversation is very important.
And understanding that you're talking to a child, a brain which is still in the making. Not that the brain we have, we expect them to come to our level. It's not going to happen.
Well, understanding of that the brain actually is developing until you're really developing until you're 25 anyway. So it's a good understanding.
So I just wanted to touch just one more point about Penji talking about what you spoke about the cuddle. I think that's very important, the hugs. Now, that is for a little child. Sometimes even 8, 9, 10, 16 years old, even 20 years old might just come to you and hug you. Now, it's very typical if a child would come and hug the father or the mother, or especially the fathers or even the mothers. ਜੇ ਬੱਚਾ ਆਣ ਕੇ ਜੱਫੀ ਪਾਉਂਦਾ ਵਾ, ਵੱਡਾ ਮੁੰਡਾ ਹੋ ਗਿਆ ਜਾਂ ਕੁੜੀ ਹੋ ਗਿਆ, ਬੱਚੀ ਅਸੀਂ ਪਹਿਲੇ ਲਫ਼ਜ਼ ਕੀ ਬੋਲਦੇ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਦੱਸੋ? honestly ਦੱਸੋ ਆਮ ਅਸੀਂ ਪੰਜਾਬੀ ਕੀ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਆ
I think if I come over to hug my mom, she's just like gets worried and she's just like, "Ki hoya, what's
ਕੀ
wrong?"
ਹੋਇਆ
Yeah.
It's just something.
what else what would you say if your son were to just come and hug you first thing be honest come to your mind
I'll be saying that's really nice. Are you all right?
yeah you all right yes what would you say
ਅਹੀਂ ਕੀ ਤੈਨੂੰ ਠੀਕ ਹੈ ਤੂੰ ਅੱਜ ਕੀ ਹੋ ਗਿਆ ਤੈਨੂੰ
what would you say
Same thing, I mean, everything all right?
we would say
Yeah.
ਕੁਛ ਚਾਹੀਦਾ ਵਾ
Yes. Yeah.
the point is ਇਹ moment ਆਪਾਂ ਗਾਂ ਫੀਲਿੰਗ ਵੱਲ ਜਾਣਾ ਵਾ ਉਹ ਬੱਚਾ ਕਿਹੜੇ ਮਾਈਂਡਸੈਟ ਨਾਲ ਹੱਗ ਕਰ ਰਿਹਾ ਸਿਰਫ ਬੱਚੇ ਨੂੰ ਪਤਾ ਜਦੋਂ ਅਸੀਂ ਸਜੈਸਟਿਵ ਰਿਮਾਰਕ ਦੇ what do you want ਉਹਦਾ ਦਿਮਾਗ ਫਿਰ ਉਧਰ ਚਲ ਜਾਂਦਾ ਵਾ
ਜੀ, ਜੀ।
ਜਾਂ ਤੂੰ ਕੁਛ ਲੈਣਾ ਵਾ everything all right with you maybe he just needs a hug
ਜੀ।
so that is the moment just be quiet enjoy the moment be present with your child and just enjoy the hug until the child let goes not like what Penji says oh ਹੁਣ ਤੂੰ hug ਕਰ ਲਿਆ ਤੂੰ ਜਾ ਉਹ ਬੱਚੇ ਦੇ ਕੀ ਪਤਾ ਅੰਦਰੋਂ ਕੀ ਉਹਦੀਆਂ ਇੱਛਾਵਾਂ ਅਸੀਂ ਨਹੀਂ ਜਾਣ ਸਕਦੇ ਜਦੋਂ hug ਕਰਕੇ ਚਲ ਗਿਆ ਉਸ ਤੋਂ ਬਾਅਦ ਜੋ ਚੱਲਦਾ ਸੀ thank you for the hug ਪੁੱਤ I really loved it Pita ji is
I think it's very important that
so that feeling connection
and it doesn't I don't think it matters if it's a child who's 2 4 or 25 because that in the moment it's very, very important because sometimes we live in the future and sometimes we live in the past and we don't savor the moment and what you've highlighted is very key. So one of the things I would say, be present for your child. When a child wants to talk, you should be in total concentration. Switch the TV off. Don't be looking at the TV or your laptop or whatever it is. Switch the phone off. Concentrate on the child. I think that, what does that say then? If a parent did that, what would it say to the child?
That I'm important, that mom is really concerned of me. I'll give you an example. Let's say like the little girl who is drawing over there, you know, her child is here, and then she's drawing, come back from the kindergarten, or she's just drawing something, and mommy is busy cooking. Sabji brane odo bhai da phone aa gaya roti tiyar kari maine ve ghar punjna wa so she is cooking and she's trying her best and then the child come mommy see what I draw okay very nice ja okay very nice the child knows bhai main drawing dikhai a te mommy ne dhyan nahi ditta oh bachcha aaya jaਊਗਾ ਉਹ ਫਿਰ ਉਹ ਧਿਆਨ ਹੈ ਨਹੀਂ that the child feel I'm not important ਉਹ ਫਿਰ ਕਨੈਕਸ਼ਨ ਰਿਲੇਸ਼ਨਸ਼ਿਪ ਟੁੱਟਦੀ ਆ ਫਿਰ ਜਦੋਂ ਵੱਡੇ ਹੋ ਜਾਂਦੇ ਆ ਹੁਣ ਬੱਚੇ ਛੋਟੇ ਹੁੰਦੇ ਸਾਡੇ ਪਿੱਛੇ ਭੱਜਦੇ ਆ ਮਾਮੀ ਡੈਡੀ ਜਦੋਂ ਟੀਨੇਜਰ ਹੋ ਗਏ ਫਿਰ ਮਾਪੇ ਬੱਚਿਆਂ ਪਿੱਛੇ ਭੱਜਦੇ ਆ ਓਏ ਹਾਂ ਪੁੱਤ ਆ ਜਾ ਨੋ ਮਾਮੀ I got my friends I got my own world I got my own internet ਉਦੋਂ ਫਿਰ ਰਿਵਰਸ ਹੁੰਦੇ ਕਿਉਂ ਨਾ ਅਸੀਂ ਸ਼ੁਰੂ ਤੋਂ ਹੀ ਕਨੈਕਸ਼ਨ ਰੱਖੇ ਤਾਂ ਕਿ ਬੱਚੇ ਸਾਡੇ ਨਾਲ ਬਹਿਣ ਗੱਪਸ਼ਪ ਕਰਨ ਗੱਲਾਂ ਬਾਤਾਂ ਕਰਨ ਕਿਉਂਕਿ ਸਾਡੀ ਉਹ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਕਨੈਕਸ਼ਨ ਆ ਹਰ ਇੱਕ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਬੱਚੇ ਨੂੰ ਸਿਖਾਉਣਾ ਇਹ ਨਹੀਂ ਵੀ ਬਿਠਾ ਕੇ ਸਿਖਾਉਣਾ ਵਾ ਜਿੱਥੇ ਵੀ ਜਾਂਦੀਆਂ ਜਿੱਥੇ ਵੀ ਕੁਝ ਵੇਖ ਲਿਆ ਉੱਥੇ ਸਿਖਲਾਈ ਹੋ ਗਈ ਉਹਨੂੰ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਐਕਸਪੀਰੀਐਂਸ਼ੀਅਲ ਲਰਨਿੰਗ ਦਿਸ ਇਜ਼ ਬੇਸਡ ਔਨ ਦ ਪੈਰੈਂਟਸ ਬਿਲਡਿੰਗ ਸੋਲਿਊਸ਼ਨ manual that we use in Anglicare ParentZone where ਹੁਣ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਰੋਡ ਕ੍ਰਾਸ ਕਰ ਰਹੇ ਆ ਉੱਥੇ ਇੱਕ ਬਲਾਈਂਡ ਮੈਨ ਆ ਸਟਰੀਟ ਤੇ ਕ੍ਰਾਸ ਕਰਨ ਨੂੰ ਉੱਥੇ ਖਲੋਤਾ ਵਾ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਜਾ ਕੇ come ਪੁੱਤ we go and help that blind man to cross the road we hold his hand we see the green light we're helping cross and ਉਹ learning ਹੋ ਜਾਂਦੀ ਬੱਚੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਪਰ ਦਇਆ ਆ ਜਾਂਦੀ ਪੁੱਤ this is called seva so these are things you learn along the way some things you cannot sit and teach the child whatever happens use that as a learning.
So therefore what we're saying is when the opportunity arises that is when the lesson needs to take place.
Yes.
Yeah, because otherwise you'll miss that opportunity to give that lesson. I think it is important, you know, son, I'm going to come to you, you know, behaviours. For instance, if your parent behaves in a certain way, then you automatically say, if I let's say going out in the evening, and generally there's a gender difference, and the girls say, the boy, you go out, One of the things is, if your parents have said X, you automatically think or play back that video that last time I asked this question, my parents said this. So you create a pathway. Yeah. So how do you, as again I come to you. How do you, as a parent, keep the whole thing fresh? That the child does not have these pathways, or if I ask this, they're going to always say no.
ਸੋ ਇਹੋ ਸਵਾਲ ਅਸੀਂ ਕਈ ਵਾਰ ਵਰਕਸ਼ਾਪ ਵਿੱਚ ਸਾਰੇ ਪੈਰੈਂਟ ਵਿੱਚ ਦਿਹਾੜੀ ਵਿੱਚ ਕਿੰਨੇ 9 ਬੱਚੇ ਸੁਣਦੇ ਆ ਕਿੰਨੇ ਵਾਰੀ ਯੈਸ ਸੁਣਦੇ ਆ ਉਹ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ 90% ਜਿਹੜਾ 99% ਨੋ ਹੀ ਚੱਲਦਾ ਵਾ ਘਰੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਸੋ ਬੱਚੇ ਨੂੰ ਪਤਾ ਮਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਪੁੱਛਿਆ no cannot ਨਹੀਂ no maybe see how no ਉਹ ਯੈਸ ਕਦੇ ਕਦਾਈ ਮਿਲਦਾ ਵਾ So bacha reluctant to ask the mother anymore.
Yeah.
I give you an example. A few years ago, my children were teenagers. The eldest was about 21, 22. They said, Pitaji, we're going for a rock concert. So ਅਸੀਂ ਮੈਲਬਨ ਤੇ ਨਵੇਂ ਆਏ ਸੋ ਉਦੋਂ ਮੈਂ ਕੋਰਸ ਕਰ ਲਈ ਸੀਗੀ ਮੈਂ ਨਹੀਂ ਕਹਿੰਦਾ ਮੈਂ ਪਰਫੈਕਟ ਆ ਮੈਂ ਵੀ ਸਿੱਖ ਰਿਹਾ ਤੇ ਉਦੋਂ ਵੀ ਸਿੱਖ ਰਿਹਾ ਸੀ ਹੁਣ ਵੀ ਸਿੱਖ ਰਿਹਾ ਤੇ ਸਿੱਖਦੇ ਰਵਾਂਗੇ ਸੋ ਉਹ ਮੈਂ ਕਿਹਾ ਮੈਂ ਪਹਿਲਾਂ ਨੋ ਕਹਿਣ ਲੱਗਾ ਸੀਗਾ ਮੈਂ ਕਿਹਾ ਓਕੇ ਹੋਲਡ ਔਨ I said, well, I'm just worried and concerned for your safety. If you're going there, will you come back safely? You know, I'm just concerned for your safety. I'm worried. How can I let you go without worrying? ਉਹ ਆ ਕੇ ਮੀਟਿੰਗ ਕਰਕੇ ਵਾਪਸ ਆ ਗਏ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ okay Pitaji, we're going to go there. It's just not a rock concert that you have in mind. It's a very family oriented concert. It's a good singer. There'll be families. We have checked there's no alcohol allowed in the place, no drugs, there is security, there's police available. And once we reach there, we'll text you. We'll take a little clip and send to you. On the way back, we will send you back, you know, tell you we are on the way back. So ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ plan ਬਣਾ ਕੇ ਮੇਰੇ ਕੋਲ ਪੇਸ਼ ਕੀਤਾ. So I think ਹੁਣ ਕੋਸ਼ਿਸ਼ ਤੋਂ ਨਾ ਅਜੇ ਵੀ ਕਰ ਸਕਦਾ ਵਾਂ. I could have said no. Then I said ਨਹੀਂ. ਇਹ ਕਦੋਂ ਸਿੱਖਣਗੇ ਆਪਣੇ ਪੈਰਾਂ ਤੇ ਖੜਨ ਰਾਹ ਜਾ ਕੇ come back. This is a test.
Responsibility, yeah.
ਇਹਦੀ responsibility ਜ਼ਿੰਮੇਵਾਰੀ ਸਿਖਾਉਣੀ. I'm not saying go rock concert or don't get me wrong. Look at the learning. The learning here is ਉਹ ਜਾ ਰਹੇ ਆ ਸੇਫ ਹੋਣ ਕੇ ਆ ਸਕ ਕਿਉਂਕਿ ਅਸੀਂ ਬੱਚਿਆਂ ਨੂੰ ਇਹ ਸਿਖਾਉਣਾ ਵਾ ਬੇਸਿਕ ਮਹਾਰਾਜ ਦੀ ਕਿਰਪਾ ਨਾਲ ਜਿੰਨੀ ਬੇਸਿਕ ਸਿੱਖੀ ਅਸੀਂ ਦਿੱਤੀ ਆ ਰਿਸਪੌਂਸਿਬਿਲਿਟੀ ਗੁੱਡ ਮੋਰਲ ਵੈਲਿਊਜ਼ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਪਤਾ ਭਈ ਮੇਰਾ ਬੱਚਾ ਜਾਊਗਾ ਕਿਤੇ ਉਹ ਜਿੱਥੇ ਵੀ ਮਿਕਸ ਕਰਕੇ ਵੇਖੂਗਾ ਕਿ ਉਹ ਇੱਕ ਪੀਸ ਵਾਪਸ ਆ ਜਾਊਗਾ ਉਹ ਟੁੱਟਾ ਭੱਜਾ ਨਹੀਂ ਆਊਗਾ ਕਿਉਂਕਿ ਅਸੀਂ ਫਾਊਂਡੇਸ਼ਨ ਦਿੱਤੀ ਆ ਮਹਾਰਾਜ ਦੀ ਕਿਰਪਾ ਗੁਰੂ ਮਹਾਰਾਜ ਦੀ ਅਪਾਰ ਕਿਰਪਾ ਬਖਸ਼ਿਸ਼ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਚੱਲ ਰਿਹਾ ਕੰਮ ਸੋ they came back I say okay sounds like a plan all right just be safe go मैं yes देती मेरी wife happy she say I'm so happy you know you are now becoming more I say yeah I'm learning and I'm changing so they went ਜਦੋਂ ਗਏ ਮੈਂ ਤੇ ਬਹਿ ਕੇ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਠੀਕ ਠਾਕ ਪਹੁੰਚਣ ਠੀਕ ਠਾਕ ਆ ਜਾਣ ਜਿੰਨਾ ਦੇਰ ਵਾਪਸ ਨਹੀਂ ਆਏ ਮੈਂ ਸੁੱਤਾ ਨਹੀਂ ਵਾਪਸ ਆ ਗਏ ਸੀ ਸੇਫ ਜੋ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਕਿਹਾ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਕੀਤਾ ਸੋ ਉੱਥੋਂ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਪਤਾ ਲੱਗਦਾ ਹੈ ਪਿਤਾ ਜੀ trust us ਜਿਹੜੀ ਬੱਚੇ ਨੂੰ ਟਰਸਟ ਦੇਣੀ is very important if we don't trust the child then the child will not tell us secret
ਝੂਠ ਬੋਲ ਕੇ ਚਲੇ ਜਾਣਾ
ਉਹਨੇ ਜਾਣਾ ਝੂਠ ਬੋਲ ਕੇ
ਫਿਰ ਉੱਥੇ ਕੋਈ ਇਨਸੀਡੈਂਟ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਤੇ ਉਹਨੇ ਆ ਕੇ ਦੱਸਣਾ ਨਹੀਂ ਦੱਸਣਾ ਨਹੀਂ ਕਰਨਾ ਬਿਕੋਜ਼ ਉਹ ਝੂਠ ਬੋਲ ਕੇ ਗਿਆ ਹੋਇਆ ਉਹ ਦੱਸ ਨਹੀਂ ਸਕਦਾ ਫਿਰ ਉਹ ਸਿਚੁਏਸ਼ਨ ਚੱਲਦੇ ਰਹਿਣੀ
I think that's very important like for myself I'm always very open with my parents and I'm able to actually approach them and say, okay, I'm going here, I'm going to be coming back at this time. And it is the respect, the communication and the trust.
And I think it's that open communication. But if a parent then, on reflecting, if a parent keep sort of saying no, even though the parent might say yes, the child still hears a no. Yeah. So sometimes they sort of shock them and somebody I said yes. But that pathways that they're creating in their neurosystem is something which will then take them to another avenue where they won't be as truthful. So they'll start telling white lies. The white lies become multiple. They become bigger lies. So I think what are we saying to the parents really? That each time you say no, you need to balance that thinking, so why are you saying no?
Yes, you have to explain to them, Potter, this is the reason, these are my concern, my safety. If you think the safety is quite safe, it's fine. But if it's not safe, don't. The point is, I'm guilty myself. You know, I used to lie to my parents and go to certain areas which my parents did not know. And now I think back, it was a risk I took, but luckily I came out safe. So I've been hearing in UK and of course many other countries, there's grooming going on. Of our Punjabi girls and all that. Now, why they are being groomed? ਕਿਉਂਕਿ ਜਿੱਥੇ ਹੁਣ ਪਿਆਰ ਮਿਲਦਾ ਬੱਚਾ ਉਧਰ ਜਾਂਦਾ ਵਾ ਜੇ ਘਰ ਵਿੱਚ ਪਿਆਰ ਚੱਲਦਾ ਹੋਵੇ ਘਰ ਵਿੱਚ ਸਾਰੇ ਮਾਂ-ਬਾਪ ਪਿਆਰ ਨਾਲ ਗੱਲਬਾਤ ਕਰਨ ਲੜਾਈ ਝਗੜਾ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਲੋੜ ਨਹੀਂ ਪਿਆਰ ਬਾਹਰ ਜੋ ਘਰ ਨਹੀਂ ਪਿਆਰ ਮਿਲਦਾ ਉਹ ਬਾਹਰ ਪਿਆਰ ਕੁਰਬਾਨੀ ਕੀ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਘਰ ਮੈਂ ਸੁੱਖ ਬਾਹਰ ਫੁਨ ਸੁੱਖਾ ਘਰ ਵਿੱਚ ਸੁੱਖ ਮਿਲੂਗਾ ਬਾਹਰ ਸੁੱਖ ਮਿਲੂਗਾ ਸੋ ਇਸ ਕਰਕੇ ਥੋੜਾ ਅਸੀਂ ਬੱਚਿਆਂ ਨੂੰ ਨਾ ਥੋੜਾ ਵਿਸ਼ਵਾਸ ਦਈਏ ਤਾਂ ਕਿ ਬੱਚੇ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਦਿਲ ਦੀ ਗੱਲ ਕੋਈ ਵੀ ਪ੍ਰੋਬਲਮ ਆਣ ਕੇ ਦੱਸਣ ਇਹ ਰਿਲੇਸ਼ਨਸ਼ਿਪ ਡਿਵੈਲਪ ਕਰਨ ਨੂੰ ਇਸ ਕਰਕੇ ਅਸੀਂ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਪਲੀਜ਼ ਇੱਥੇ ਸ਼ੋਅ ਵਿੱਚ ਸਭ ਕੁਝ ਨਹੀਂ ਅਸੀਂ ਦੱਸ ਸਕਦੇ ਪਰ ਪਲੀਜ਼ ਵਰਕਸ਼ਾਪ ਵਿੱਚ ਆਓ ਆ ਕੇ ਆਪਾਂ ਰਲ ਮਿਲ ਕੇ ਇਕੱਠੇ ਸਿੱਖੀਏ ਤੇ ਕੋਸ਼ਿਸ਼ ਕਰਕੇ ਜੋ ਵੀ ਅਸੀਂ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਹਾਂ ਅਸੀਂ ਟਰਾਈ ਟੂ ਕਨੈਕਟ ਟੂ ਗੁਰਬਾਣੀ ਸਾਡਾ ਗੁਰੂ ਕੀ ਕਹਿੰਦਾ ਵਾ ਸਾਰਾ ਡਿਵੈਲਪਮੈਂਟ ਚਾਈਲਡ ਡਿਵੈਲਪਮੈਂਟ ਗੁਰਬਾਣੀ ਵਿੱਚ ਵੀ ਲਿਖਿਆ ਵਾ
So now I think it's very, very important, like the no or the yeses,
Yes.
right? But the other thing is the children go through so many physical changes. They go through mental changes because their brain is growing. They're exploring. They're testing out. They're testing the boundaries.
Yes.
Yeah, because they're testing the power of influence, the power of control, and because in order to become an adult, you really need to test those things out.
Yes.
So in terms of puberty, how should young parents, you know, their first child is going to 10 now, it's even younger. It's 10 years,
they're maturing
8 years.
at a younger age.
There's young girls at 8 years old
Yes.
who sort of having their periods, which is very young,
very
but it's
young.
happening. So what should the parents be doing in order to support the child? Because the whole hormone systems creates change in the body.
Yep.
It changes in behavior. The
Yes.
child does not know what's happening to them. The whole body is transforming.
Yep.
So how should parents who don't really understand, because we don't understand,
No.
right? We go through, you know, the darkness. Yeah. So what should they be doing in order to respond positively to a child who's going through puberty?
I think the whole idea first is for parents to get educated themselves.
Yeah.
I mean, nowadays you have Mr. Google. Kalo, what is puberty? Because I had Amartari Singh in Melbourne approach me. He said, "Meri kudi na 12 saal di ho gaya." You know, she's asking some question, and you know, my wife told me to samjhna chahda ye mutiar hundi. Main ha ki 12 saal di mutiar hogi. Kehda nahi. Kehda then I Google, and he spoke to me one-on-one and explained to him what was going on in puberty, and then he kind of changed his approach to his daughter, and which made a difference between him and his daughter's relationship.
Yeah.
So puberty is going to come on everyone. Now we showed in that workshop about the teen brain, what's going on in the teenager brain.
Okay.
There are so many changes happening. Hairs growing up from the body, the women, the girl structure of the body is changing, the boy voice is getting heavier, the testosterone level is growing in the boy's head. You know, there are a lot of changes. Pimples are coming, they're confused. This is when they actually need support to go through these changes rather than judgment. They become very edgy mood swings. So, बच्चे teenager पूछो school केमें good, रोटी खानी no, वो short answer देंदे, it's okay. ते जदों teenager ना गल करनी आ short and sharp, लम्बे lecture नाल काम नहीं बनना, क्योंकि बच्चे उस वेले उन्हां दा माइंड उत्थे हुंदा। इस करके जिहड़ी बॉन्डिंग फ्रॉम यंग इज़ वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट। जिस तरह हुण मैं शेयर करन लगा सी भाई गुरबाणी विच श्री गुरु ग्रंथ साहिब महाराज ने गुरबाणी विच भी चाइल्ड डिवेलपमेंट बारे दस्सिया वा। सो आई जस्ट वांट टू शेयर इफ यू डोंट माइंड। पहले दिस इज बाय महला पहले प्यार लगा थण दुध, दूजे माई बाप की सुध, तीजी भया भाभी बेब, चौथे प्यार उपन्नी खेड़, पंजवें खान पीन की धात, छेवें कामना पुछे जात, सतवें संज किया करवास, अठवें क्रोध होवा तन नास, नौवें धौले उबे सा, 10वें दद्दा होवा स्वा, गए संगीत पुकारी ता. I'm just stopping here because the shabd is a bit longer. Yeah. Basically what Guru is saying here, when the child is born, first the baby loves the mother's milk. Then it comes to second, learn of his mother, who is father. Then he goes to know who is brother, sister-in-law. Fourth, the child likes to play. That play of love awakens. Then fifth, he runs after food and drink. And then sixth, his sexual desire. He does not respect social customs. That means what is Ani Karna? It is happening in them. That's puberty. Guru actually explained. And we should not be shy to talk to our children, even daughters, or mother can talk to the daughter. But for me, I have an open conversation with my children, whether it's a daughter or son, that these are the things we go through, how we need to deal with it. Come and talk to your mom, come and talk to your dad about it and learn about it. And then Guru says...
I think the timing of that conversation is very, very important.
Very important.
Because it's no good talking about it retrospect. No. It's talking about it before, so expect it and then deal with it, how we deal with it. Yes. One of the things I would say is that our young children are actually on the web, on the, perhaps on websites which are not appropriate. Yeah. So I think as parents, they need to be aware of that because that can be breaking the law.
Yes.
Yeah, so I think it's important that your children are using systems. You need to be actually doing safeguarding of your
Yes.
children.
Yes.
And then also you talked about grooming. We need to be very wary,
Yes.
and parents who do feel concerned can get in touch because there's helplines available regarding grooming and
Yes.
other elements as well. We are actually again running out because we tend to be
Yeah,
there's
time
a
is
topic
always
something,
running out,
but
yes.
I think it's very important. So I personally feel that my parents were my age. They didn't really say, because it was my mother who had to say, explain anything. My
Yes.
father was, it's a mother's duty. How did you feel in your situation?
I
Going
think it
through
was
puberty?
more my mum.
Yeah,
I think
so it's
I
mum.
was able to have that conversation with mum.
Yeah. And the boy is generally the father.
Yes,
Yeah. How about
yeah.
yourself? When you going through puberty, what happened?
Oh, for me, that time, no, we had a huge generation gap. So we
Nobody
had to
told you
learn from
anything.
friends. and sad to say, you are right, because at that age, I mean, it is proven that any teenager goes through, majority of them have gone to pornographic sites, have
Okay.
seen it.
Yeah.
Doctors will tell you about what goes through and what some teenagers do, whether it's a girl or a boy.
Okay.
And it's very normal. It's kept secret from the parents, but parents need to know it's happening. I rather parents talk to them
Yeah.
rather than they find out from friends who might give them a wrong advice.
Okay. One of the things is in education, they're actually looking at earlier and
schools are
earlier
doing it.
awareness, and some parents are not very keen on subjects being talked about. So that could be another topic.
Yes.
What I would like, Sun, if you can actually talk a bit about the workshops that you'll be delivering in Toronto, linked with the Parliament of World Religions. I
Yes,
think.
so
yeah?
United Sikhs will be at Parliament of World Religions. I believe you're both going to be there as well.
Yeah.
We've got a session on justice and spirituality. But alongside that, we're taking this framework of the workshops into Toronto. So if you do have any families and friends in Toronto, I think we all have family in Canada, to get involved and come visit us at the workshop and book your ticket. Again, just any sort of details, email us on contact@unitedsikhs.org, and please do see us there.
Okay. So I think, what sort of topics will you be covering in Toronto?
Again, like I said, all workshops are co-designed.
Okay.
So I have so many topics, but when I go there, depend what the group throws at you, and you deal with it there and there. So it could be any topic like what we did in all workshops. You see, it's difficult to know what the group is going to give you. So I always ask the group from what they talk about their strengths and what they hope to achieve, and then they talk about some of the issues they face. Then we take the issue and
So
make
it's
it a point
relevant
of
to the
discussion.
situation.
It's relevant to the group at
Yeah.
the moment of what they want to discuss. So it's
And-
very co-designed.
And in terms of the parents here, what sort of things would you like to see more of in the workshops?
In the workshops, yeah. You know, what Paji is doing is very fantastic. What he does is he places some cards, and then we have to select those cards, are like the topics which we want to discuss more about.
Okay.
And then the group discusses it in a very open way, and you know, collectively we do it. It's such a friendly environment,
Okay.
but then we learn so much out of it that, you know, when we went back from there and we spoke to other parents, the reviews were so fantastic, you know, that everybody has learned so much from the shows. So yeah, he's doing a fantastic job, and ਜਿਹੜੀ ਇਹ ਸੇਵਾ ਕਰਦੇ ਪਏ ਨੇ, ਜਿਹੜੀ ਕਿ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਮਤਲਬ ਗੁਰੂ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਵੱਲੋਂ ਰੱਬ ਵੱਲੋਂ ਮਿਲੀ ਹੈਗੀ ਹੈ, ਸਕਿੱਲਸ ਮਿਲੇ ਨੇ ਜਾਂ ਨੌਲੇਜ ਮਿਲੀ ਹੈ, ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਇਹ ਪਾਠ ਕਰਦੇ ਪਏ ਨੇ, ਉਹ ਵੀ ਇੱਕ ਟਾਈਪ ਦੀ ਸੇਵਾ ਹੈਗੀ ਹੈ, ਉਹ ਵੀ ਇੱਕ ਟਾਈਪ ਦਾ ਲੰਗਰ ਹੈ, ਨੌਲੇਜ ਦਾ ਲੰਗਰ ਲਾ ਰਹੇ ਨੇ,
ਜੀ।
ਤੇ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਵਾਸਤੇ ਬਿਲਕੁਲ ਹਾਂਜੀ।
Gyan is important. What we're going to do is wrap up now, really. So first of all, thank you all of you for coming again to the conversation. It's been riveting, really, and really interesting, but I think we need to talk a lot more. I think personally, we want the Sanghas to keep an eye out for your workshops in Canada. I'm hoping they'll be actually delivered on the Sikh channel. I'm not sure if that's going to happen, but it'll be good. Yeah. But thank you again. And again, the topic today was very appropriate. The changes that our children go through, we as parents need to engage and understand and be on the same page as them in order to understand what they're going through. We've been through it, but maybe we had a different experience, maybe not as a positive experience, but let's make that experience for our children positive so they come back to us rather than going outside.
Can I just say a closing statement? There is our world,
Yeah.
and there's children's world.
Gee.
We need to get into the children's world and see where they are going, what they are thinking.
Yeah,
If when
from
the
their
children's
template
world-
rather than their
Yes.
map of the world rather than
Yes.
our map of the world. Because we
Correct.
tend to plant our things on them.
Yes.
So with
that will be important.
with that I
Thank
will
you.
say thank you again. And until next time, Waheguru Ji
ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ
Ka
ਕਾ
Khalsa,
ਖਾਲਸਾ
Waheguru Ji Ki
ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ
Fateh.
ਕੀ ਫਤਿਹ